Can I invite Sheetal, who heads our CSR in Mahindra and Mahindra, to come and share some thoughts on the CSR journey.
So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, members of the panel. I was just checking my time to see whether it's just moved to the afternoon or not, so I'm still in the morning session. So, while today corporate India has invested a fair amount, in fact, a substantial amount over the past 5 years on CSR initiatives, if we have to really create social impact at any scale and address the development challenges, the best and most effective way of doing this is through partnerships, and that's what Mr. Parthasarathy was actually referring to. So I'm going to share with you just a couple of examples of CSR projects at Mahindra where we've seen through the use of partnerships, there's been a multiplier effect on the impact. So one is Project Nanikadi. This was started by our chairman, Mr. Anand Mahindra, way back in '97. And he had two objectives. One, of course, provide education to the underprivileged girl child, which is aligned with the SDGs. But the other one was that he wanted Indians to give back towards a cause. And therefore, it was designed as a sponsorship program so that any individual or corporate could participate in the program by sponsoring a girl's education. Our intervention today is that we provide after-school academic support to girls from low-income group backgrounds for 2 hours on every single school day, where concepts of maths and language are taught to them. We provide them with a material kit. We call it a dignity kit because they have school supplies. It even has feminine hygiene material, so the girl doesn't have to drop out of school. And girls in secondary school have access to digital tablets, which are preloaded with educational content. We've already reached out to 375,000 girls and currently are supporting 165,000 girls across 10 states. But how did we reach here? This happened only because of the partnership. So when we started, within a year, we had reached out to about 400 girls. Another 4 years, and we were still less than 4,000 girls. And that's when we did our first partnership with our not-for-profit partner, Nandi Foundation. And we decided we'll jointly manage this program and take it to scale. Then, too, we had 2 sets of collaboration. The first partnership was with district-level administration so that we could work in the government school, so we didn't have to invest in infrastructure. And also, we could work with the girls who were most needy and needed our support. The second collaboration was going out to corporates like you and asking you to partner with our cause. And sure enough, we found that there was tremendous support. Yes, it took a while, and we still didn't reach that 100,000 elusive figure, but there came the CSR Act and the regulation, which in 1 year took us over the 100,000. We continue to rise, and in fact, the donor support has increased. We still would like to reach out to 500,000 girls, but we're grateful to those 760 corporate donors who now account for 85% of our donations. These are some of our big donors. Mahindra, of course, is the largest, but we have long-standing partnerships with Hindustan Petroleum, Titan, and the partnerships go beyond CSR. So collaborations can also be very innovative campaigns, like cause-related campaigns. So one which I'm going to very quickly touch upon is the partnership we had with Nestle, which was at the time when Nestle's image was suffering because of the Maggie fiasco. So at that time, they got into this very innovative multimedia communication partnership where the sole message that they sent out was educate the girl child. So be it showing the Nanikali TVC across national TV prime time, whether it was social media, whether it was hoardings, print campaign, they did a very intensive campaign for 3 months. But the icing on the cake was when they changed the packaging and the taglines of 3 of their iconic products, Kit Kat, Maggi, and Nescafe. And I'll just show you one of them, which, Kit Kat, have a break, have a Kit Kat, and this is what they did.
Nestle.
The other one was that they showed our TVC across 14,000 spots, and this is the 35-second edit of it. There was a 50-second one too.
अरे ये क्या कर रही है? आज से ना मैं भी भैया जैसे बाल काट के भैया जैसे कपड़े भी पहन लूंगी। फिर सबको लगेगा कि मैं लड़का हूँ और फिर मुझे भी स्कूल जाने मिलेगा।
So at the end of this campaign, Nestle's image improved considerably. Their market share for Maggi went back to the pre-fiasco days. For Nanikali, it was a completely win-win situation because we became like a household name. We would have never been able to afford to even air maybe 5 spots. So that's one of the examples. But the other one, which I'll just very briefly touch upon, is another CSR project called Mahindra Hariyali, where we plant 1 million trees every year. And this initially started as our contribution to the environment, but it was also an ESOPs activity, which Mr. Parthasarathy had spoken about, where employees could go and plant trees. But then we were a little concerned about the survival rates of the trees. And it was at this time that our partner organization, Nandi Foundation, came to us and invited us to plant the trees in Araku, where they were working with the tribal community and helping them to grow coffee. So Nandi had already got a commitment from the Livelihood Fund, which is a consortium of about 10 European companies, including Danone, Electric Schneider, Firmenich, and they said they've pledged to plant 3 million trees to mitigate their climate change responsibilities, so why don't you come in as well? And so we decided we'd do this, and over a period of 10 years, 21 million trees have been planted, 9.5 million from the Mahindra Group. The biggest winner has been the farmer, because today they're producing quality coffee, which has become a global brand called Araku, which is retailed out of Paris and also in India. So these are just 2 examples we gave, but collaborations is the way to go ahead. We have many more at Mahindra's. We've also got into public-private partnerships with the government for watershed management. So whether it is collaborations with corporates, whether it's with not-for-profits, whether it is with the government, that's the way you can multiply the impact, and that's the way we can actually work at scale. Thank you so much.